Arch.
Oh, what have you done then?
Huh?
What have you done then?
Yeah, but you touched other things in the meantime, haven't you? And rush the front before it gets too hot.
Hello, Bacon Man and time.
It's not started.
Yeah.
Okay, then nice and dry.
Delete this one.
No, it's fine. Right guys, just getting ready, aprons on. Hands nice and clean and dry.
Hello, Bacon Man and James again.
What are you doing with that apron, actually? Want some help?
I'm sorry.
Be silly, please. Right, let me help.
Your silly games. What?
Right then, are we ready? Are you ready? Right,
You can go first.
let's step up, come on. Hello everyone, I am Rebecca and this is Archie. We are Russell's Celebration Cakes. A bit of background, we were hoping to open a celebration cake business around mid-April, but we've just had to hold off, haven't we? Until everything's a bit more clear of what's going on. So we can't apply to open anyway because the council is closed. So we thought we'd utilise our time with a few bake-along videos, build kitchen confidence with children, even if you're on your own in the flat, something to do, bake along with us. Today, by vote, we have made scones. So we've got some here, I don't know if you can see on the video. Hello Tracy. We've got some cheesy ones, some fruit, cherry and some plain ones as well. So whatever you are wanting to make, I've given you all the ingredients and how to figure out if you want to make them all fruit, all cherry, all up to you. So, give us a wave if you're watching, welcome. And we're going to start. So we've got all our dried ingredients weighed out, got everything weighed out really. So we've got our milk, sugar, using a big stainless steel bowl, got our salt and baking powder, and butter. So we've got everything chopped up. We have a milk allergen in the house, so we're using the stalk butter. Well done, Archie. So we're going to start by tipping all the dry ingredients in. Do you want to put in the baking powder? Just tip it all in.
That sounds like snow.
It does sound like snow.
Rain snow.
And the caster sugar.
Oh,
Yep, all of it in.
wow.
Salt.
How much salt?
That's a gram of salt in there.
Not very strong.
I know.
And butter?
And the butter. Can you scoop the butter in? I'm just going to take a ring off of this.
Wow.
Wow, it's a lot, isn't it?
I didn't even expect that.
Did you not?
The drip all out.
Yeah, so this is the messy bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to
Mix it.
together, but we're going to rub it between our fingers. Sound like squash it all, get it all going a little bit. We're going to squish it between our fingers and we're going to bring it up, and when we're mixing, and it should go to a pale yellowy colour. You want to have fine breadcrumbs. So you want to start, Archie?
How do you do it?
Right, so we're just going to scoop in both hands and just mush it all in.
Okay.
And get your hands in. This is the messy bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
butter's already stuck to me.
Careful you don't get it everywhere. I'm going to scrunch it all. That's it.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, yeah. So how are we all? Well, I think we're on week 2, week 3 of the never-ending quarantine.
No, week 12.
Week 12, does it feel like week 12?
We're on Joe Wicks.
On Joe Wicks, yeah. Or day 12 on Joe Wicks, isn't it? He does it every morning. Is anyone else doing Joe Wicks every morning?
Ah, this is like Joe Wicks Bake-Along.
It is. The same thing. You're still missing school, aren't you? Missing your friends more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, in Spain,
Oh.
had like a 2 or 3 month summer.
That's
We
not-
have 6 weeks. Yeah, that's not fair. Look, what's the weather like wherever you are? We've got a really sunny day today. So we've been out in the garden this morning.
And also we've got like a baby, so we've got like a place to sit out
Yeah.
in the garden.
So our mix, let me just show the camera, Archie. It's alright, just keep your hand over the table. Our mix is, got some big clumps in there, but it is starting to come together. I never know where to look on these things. So now we're going to put our hands in and we're just going to mix it and squish it through our fingers. There you go.
Mix.
Mix.
Mix. Mix. Mix.
Should we keep it in the bowl, Arch?
Look how much.
Oh, keep it in the bowl and then I spill it everywhere. I think I win the clumsy award today. So we've got to Spain again. You're going to say hello to Tracy, Bethany and Danielle? Maybe Mark as well. Hope Mark's got his pinny on. Pictures please. There you go. Let's give it, it's quite a tall bowl, so do you want me to get the bottom bit for you?
Oh yeah, please.
There we are, it's coming in together nicely.
I'm gonna try.
Careful, Arch. Just squish it between your fingers. Gently. Right, so ours has gone like fine breadcrumbs, all the butter's in there evenly. Drop that please.
I wanna show it.
There we go. Hope we're all at the same stage there. So now we're going to make a small hole in the middle. So just bring your mixture up to the sides, around the edge of the bowl, or if you're doing this without a bowl, on your work surface, make sort of just a hole in the middle. And we're going to pour in the milk next. So you don't want to pour in all of this milk because we want some for the end just to glaze on top. So I'll just pour it in. And I think I've held back about 50ml there. So once we add the wet things, we're going to start to develop the gluten. So you want to put your hands in like a claw machine. Do you want me to do this bit? Judging by your face, you look disgusted by this. And you just want to move
It's crumbling
your hand
down.
like this, but move it, yeah, and all the edges will start to crumble down.
Okay.
Do you want me to get it into a bit less sticky?
Yeah.
And then you can mix it. So what fillings have we all gone for? Comment below.
So we've got like cherry and raisins,
Cherry and raisin, we've got some cheese there as well.
cheese, and whatever. What's that?
And whatever. So it should start to become a very squishy, sticky mess.
Oh my!
Do you want me to do it? Go on, get in there.
It's all stuck to me.
It is. So just keep mixing it all in and it'll just start to combine together. And at this point you want to add your eggs.
And then we
This
need.
is the really gloopy bit. Do you want me to do it?
No.
No? Go on then, you get him.
What? Do you even touch the eggs?
Squish it all in. You want to combine it all together.
It's like sugar.
Yeah, and you'll get to a point and you think, oh my word, what a mess. But just keep persevering. Keep mixing it.
Get this off me again.
It's a messy job. You always say you want to be a baker.
I'm not a scone baker.
Not a scone baker. So ours has gone quite a gloopy mess. Not very nice. So has everyone watched all our other videos? Did you join in on the other bake-alongs or did you just watch? Say hello. Let us know in the comment section. Also, we've been uploading to YouTube, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So if you want to watch our YouTube channel, just go on YouTube.
Yeah, and what do we put in on YouTube? Russell's Celebration Cakes. Yeah, or Rebecca Russell. And all that information will be on there. So now it's a big gloopy mess and you think, well, now what?
Wash my hands.
Go and wash them if you want them. So I've got a little bit of extra plain flour here, and I'm just going to dust the surface. I say dust, I just poured a load on there. I'm just going to scoop out the contents of the bowl. Hope you're all joining in, enjoying the mess. I feel like it's getting to that stage now in the quarantine where we're sort of running out of fun things to do, especially when the weather's not the best. It's really overwhelming not being able to just get up and do what you want. What are all the quarantine rules like in Spain? Can you go out at all? I keep seeing Spanish videos of dog walkers, so I'm guessing everyone likes walking the dog along the sun. Mind you, if it's sunny, then why not? That over there.
Oh, I've seen you do this bit before.
Have you? So now we're going to start stretching the gluten. If you don't knead the dough too much, it should be really, really soft. Yeah, just let me get this bit coated. We don't want to punch it and roll about, we just want to develop the gluten, get it nice and stretchy.
How many likes have we got?
I don't know, darling.
6 has seen.
Excuse me. So we're just folding one edge in. I don't know if you can see on this camera. Just folding one edge up and just pushing it back slightly. The sides in, squash that down. So if you don't work this too much, it stays quite a light dough, which then means your scone turns out to be quite a cakey texture when you cut it. Right, do you want to keep working that?
Like round.
Yeah, just keep pushing it. Excuse me.
You need to wash your hands.
I do. I'm covered in glue. I'm going to keep working that. Squish it a bit. Fold it a bit. You can squish it more if you want. Put your hands in some plain flour so it doesn't stick too much. I'm just going to wash my hands.
Because you cough.
Are we all at the same stage? Are we all
Behind.
Are we all behind?
Or are you just watching?
If not, you can always play the video back at any other point. There's no rush. Very well done, Archie. That's looking really good. So now you've got, yeah, that's it. You've got your batter. You can pick it up off you've got your dough, sorry. You can pick it up off the side and it doesn't come a big gloopy mess when you pick it up.
Sure.
Yeah, you can put a sprinkle on there if you like. And you'll notice if you feel the batter, it feels just a little bit firmer than it was when you put it down. Yeah, I'm just going to knead that in, just give it a quick 1 minute knead. 1 second arch, and I'll just spin this round. So you want to sort of you want to push it forward with one, with your other hand fold it over, push and fun, you'll find it going in to a circle and it'll just roll around. Same method as kneading bread. Right, lightly dust on the top. So now we're left with a big
circle
ball of dough.
Like a football.
Like a football. So now we need to divide this into 3.
3.
Because we are making cheesy scones, chop, fruit scones. I'm going to give it a chop there. Chop.
Chop.
There we go, and cherry scones. So we've got 1 for cherry.
Chop.
Chop. This is very accurate.
Now can I roll it in?
Yep.
Oh, this one's
one for
great.
cheesy scones. So the more you knead it round, the more you'll see the less lines and cracks come out the top. And it doesn't really matter if you do have the lines and the cracks on the top. Let's just put this into a thick ball.
And then can I like roll it around?
Yeah, well now we're going to knead it. So you're left with one ball. Do you want to grab the rolling pin, Archie? And the two cutters that are just over there. And the other one big. So we have two size cutters here. We have a 2-inch cutter and a 2.5-inch cutter. At the edges, we have a scallop edge on this side. This one has a little lip, so this one's just used for scalloping, but this one is a plain side. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the 2-inch one. If you're using the bigger cutters, absolutely fine. We'll pat that down slightly, and all we're going to do is roll it, and that's it. And you think, is that it? But you don't want to over roll it, that's enough rolling.
I know.
Dip it in some flour, spin it round, and you're just going to go directly down when you push, spin it, and we're going to take that out. So you want to mess with this the least, because that means when it bakes, she says, and it's absolutely falling to bits there. A bit more flour, I think. So when it bakes, it doesn't bake on a slant and falls down. And also the colder the butter, when it starts, there we go. Now we're talking. So the colder the butter, the more it holds its shape. Not yet, we're going to get one more out of that, so we're going to dip it into the flour, a little spin around, and straight down, and spin. Yeah?
It's stuck to my hand.
Well, you're going to mush it all into this now.
Okay. As a ball.
Yep, another bowl. So we've got 2 scones so far. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't added any fruit in yet. Start with cherry.
Go.
One for good luck. You want to put a little bit of flour on your hands, Arch, so the cherries don't stick, and you're just going to knead them all in. Squish all them cherries in. There we go. In the bowl again, so you want to fold the dough over. Nice. A few of you sent in pictures last week as well of what you've been baking. It's always really nice to see you've been making the creations. Do you want me to do one big mix? Put them all in?
There, you got me.
Sorry, I did get you right up the arm.
I'm recovering.
Right, okay, so
Shall
do
I
you want
chuck
to...
some flour on it?
No, we want to dip that in, there. Bit of flour on the rolling pin, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Okay, so then we get our cutter down. Show you the crunch, and it hits the bottom.
You might need a chopping board.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
you want.
And there we go. Cute little cherry scone there. So we've got 2 plain ones because we completely forgot to put our mix in. Have you dipped that? There you go. All the way down. Twist. Lovely. And then you want to shake it out nicely. Brilliant.
And now shall
Mix it again. And you'll notice when you remix it, you can only remix it three times, I'd say, is the maximum, otherwise it goes really, really hard. And also then when it's baked, the texture of the crumb, once you've cut it, is it can be quite dry. It's quite a light scone recipe. Want to knead it? No? Okay, time to roll them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Flip it over.
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 Over. So I'm going to get one on this side.
Tip. Shall I put?
I'm going to put that one next to the other. 2.
Moved on.
We've got a little bit of mix left.
I'll roll
Do you
it.
want to start on the next one? Let's start mixing the next ones.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll.
What we're going for next? Sultanas?
Go for the raisins.
So you want to flatten that down a little bit, flip it over, flip, 3 for good luck. And carefully don't fall out everywhere. Oh.
Yeah, but these are really hard.
Yeah. Once the bake's
I
done,
need-
it'll saturate all of the moisture.
I need some flour
Put some flour in your hands. Like so. So I'm not going to do any more with this one, but I've managed to get 7 small ones out of there. What size cutter are we all using? Have we gone for big scones, small scones? I've got these tiny little afternoon tea cutters. I do love these. Very good work there, Arch. And I'll start on the cheesy one. So for the cheese one, I've just got a handful of grated cheese of choice. I'm going to tip that in there. Same as what Archie's doing, just knead it in nicely. I also have a bit of grated parmesan, and that's just for the top.
like icing for a cake.
Yeah.
But we're not making cakes, we're making scones.
Yes. Also, if you are making the cheesy ones and you put a little bit of cheese on top, I like to put a little bit more salt and pepper on the top just to add a bit more savoury, because there's a sweet taste to these, so it's always nice to balance it out with the cheese. I need a bit more flour on the surface.
Me too.
To sprinkle it.
Yeah.
And then put that down. Put your dough down. There you go. So 1, 2. I'll do me. Might go for the big ones for the cheesy, because they are tasty. It was Granny Ann who asked for the cheesy scones.
Where's Chloe?
No, Chloe was asking about
Cheesecake.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Chloe, did you make the cheesecake? I know I do wear glasses, but my eyesight cannot read the comments. I can just see nice little love hearts floating up, which is always good. I can see some names there.
Alan Jones.
Alan Jones, hola, senora.
What does that mean?
It means hello, man. Nice to see you survived the
Virus?
housewife attack you imposed the other day. I hope police got you back for that. What's the temperature in Spain at the moment? Tracy's in Spain as well.
We have no idea because
No, we don't. That's why I'm going to ask.
we're in Lancaster,
Yes.
which is in part of Morocco.
Excuse me.
Wash your hands.
I didn't cough into my hands.
Did.
I did not. So I've got 2 baking trays ready for all these scones.
If you want to make 3 different types, you may need to have 3.
Yeah.
If you want.
Want some help with that?
No.
No? Right, and then just a slight roll.
4.
Just 1, 2, just really gentle ones, because you want to keep the height of the scone, don't you? There we go. I'm just going to pop some of these in the wash. Nice. Lift that up. And go, oh, that's okay, you can lift that up now. Pop that on the tray. Oh, is it sticking?
Yeah. May need a.
So that's okay, because we've got greaseproof paper on there, haven't we? So it won't stick when we're baking it.
Why is this one like that?
Oh, that was the last one that I didn't cut. So we're going to get 2 out of this one. We're going to cut there. We might even get 3, you know. Woo! 2, 3. Okay, you do those. Just follow the cuts. Well done. And then once you've got your scones on the tray, we're going to glaze them with the milk. You don't have to have a pastry brush for this. You can use your fingers. So you just want to lightly brush the top. Again, with the milk allergen, we're using oat milk, unsweetened. You
Because
can use
she's
any milk.
allergic
Yeah,
to milk.
yeah. Makes it very poorly, doesn't it?
Yep. on a poorly tum tum.
Yep. You're a very good brother, aren't you?
Yeah.
Glaze them nice. And we will give them another quick glaze just before they go into the oven. Give them a nice shiny top. Obviously, baby won't be eating the cheesy ones, but she sampled a cherry one this morning with some jam. She enjoyed that, didn't she? There we go.
There we
These
go.
scones look great, actually. You're doing a very good job there. Do you want to pop them on that one? It's a bit closer to you.
Yeah, move mine onto here.
Do you want me to glaze it?
Yeah.
Yeah? And I hope you've all preheated your ovens.
Yeah, we
180, 160 if it's a fan, which I think is gas mark 4. Don't quote me on that. And I'll pop your sultana ones in there. So we've got the cheese ones on this on here, so I'm just going to sprinkle some parmesan on top. Doesn't have to be parmesan, doesn't even have to be anything.
No, need to start again.
Right.
For this one.
Oh, you made a pancake one?
No,
Some help?
it just went all smooth straight away.
Oh, okay. Is that not good?
Is this the height it's supposed to be?
Maybe a little bit taller. Pop this over here. Looking good though. Do you want me to get it into a bowl again? That'll do. Perfect. Don't forget to dust it, otherwise it sticks, doesn't it? So I'm going to pop these ones in the oven now because this is all that's going on this tray. Middle shell, middle or top shell.
If you don't have luck, just go for any.
Yeah. Sound advice there, actually.
Oh.
Very nice. There we go. Pop that on there. I'll put some milk on. How are we all looking? Are your scones looking as you imagined? Let's read some comments.
How many?
Hello, Tracy is watching. Chloe, hello Joe. Hello Chloe. Joe said hi Becca and hi Archie. Hope you're all well. We're all well here, if not a little bit mad. We are back. Lost you there. Is that connection or were you going too fast? Alan, mine's very wet. Is it still very wet? Just keep working at it and it'll all come together. Oh, James is there. Hey all. Hello, Anne. Alan. Hurling more abuse at people. You do know you're going to have to come out of quarantine one day, Alan. You'll have a backlog of people.
Watching you.
It's about 17, 18 degrees. Waiting to pop a beer open. Sorry, I accidentally touched the angry emoji. I'm happy. Honestly, that's alright. Granny Ann's never angry, is she?
Where?
Can you read the comments there?
Where's the angry emoji?
I don't know. It might have popped up at the bottom. Right, you ready?
Yep.
2 out of that, and I think we'll be done. And then we'll clear the decks.
I'll just...
Oh, I did do a second glaze before I put them in the oven.
What's the second glaze?
The glaze, brush it with milk on there. Brush, brush, brush. I want to put it over here. So I'm just going to brush these scones again before I put these with the other ones in the oven. Brush them lightly on the top.
Can I chuck some flour on you?
If you want to.
Just right.
Yep.
So I need some flour dusted here. On there.
So it doesn't matter if the tops of the scones aren't perfectly smooth, it just means once they're baked they might just have a line through them. Not a big deal. There you go. So let's tidy this down. Thank you, Archie.
And if your hands are a bit mucky, just wash them.
Just wash them, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. if you don't, will do. Because it helps.
Some sound advice there. Just going to have a little knife. So on our first live, I didn't do a Blue Peter moment planned for here's some we prepared earlier. But this week, bam, here's some we prepared earlier.
Last night.
Last night, yes.
Because
So we
I
have
saw
our
her.
fruity ones, busted. Some cheesy ones. Let's cut this one open. See what this one looks like.
Cheesy ones.
Perfect.
Like.
So with your scone crumb, they call it, when you cut it, you want it to be quite, I don't know if you can see it properly there on the camera, quite a tight crumb, so not big pockets of air between each little bit. It's quite tight, nice together. But if you do have them quite really light and cakey, that is fine. Just means you didn't work the gluten as much and knead it as much. Still both fine. I prefer them quite light and cakey. But yeah, we've got some plain ones here, fruit ones, scone ones, cherry ones. And what we've got just lying around the house, obviously, we have these little pots, and we have
A delivery box.
delivery boxes.
So if you hear your doorbell, it might be us.
Maybe not in Spain, but we're going to decorate these boxes, aren't we?
Yep.
And we've got a little pot of clotted cream, a little pot of jam. You don't have to have these boxes.
You can have any box.
Yeah, a little bit of Tupperware or whatever. They make nice little doorstep parcels. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate these boxes, bit of jam, bit of cream. We're going to put one of each of these scones in and go and deliver them to Nana's, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, once Rini wakes up and James has finished washing his car. Yeah? You
Yeah, and
happy
he
there?
said he'll wash my face with a jet.
Jet wash. Rude. Typical James. He won't do. I love you for that, you know.
Wow.
So you want to bake those in the oven for about 20 minutes. Could have done with letting you know that earlier, couldn't I? So yeah, about 20 minutes in the oven until when you lift them up and you sort of tap the bottom, they sound not hollow, but they sound just, to me they sound done, but I can't really describe that. They sound slightly hollow, but I mean, I think we've all baked scones before, we've all seen a scone, so, and if not, just try and open one up, and if it's just a little bit gloopy in the middle, just put them back in the oven for a couple of minutes, not far away at all. So yeah, plenty of pictures please, once you've all watched and finished baking. Yeah, do not burn yourself please when you take them out of the oven, put them onto the cooling rack.
And
Let
please
them cool down.
And please like our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and
For
subscribe.
later.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for joining us. Please send photos and join us next week for our bake along. Suggestions are also welcome for the next bake along. We're thinking cookies, mainly because I want to make them and an excuse to make loads. But any other suggestions are welcome. So thank you everyone, and we'll see you later. Tidy up time. You gonna say bye?
Bye.